Hi, Mark Doohan here. Have you ever made a bad decision and paid the price for it? Well, of course you have. You're human. We've all made those really bad decisions. And other times we've struggled. We've had like several choices between something. There seems to be good pros and cons to this side, pros and cons to that side, and it gets a little muddled. It's sometimes hard to make that really good decision. And we know that if we make a bad decision, that could cost us. But if we make a really good decision, it's going to benefit us a lot. And then sometimes there's just pure emotion involved. We make an emotional decision and logic somehow got thrown out the window, and then we pay the price. So if you like to improve your life and make your life so much better going forward by making consistent, really good decisions, I'm going to share with you in this video a technique that really transformed my life. It enabled me to make decisions that got me out of debt and into a really good financial situation. It helped me choose really awesome careers throughout my life. It helped me in my job path. It helped me in decision making, anything from buying a car to buying a house to anything. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and watch the intro, and I'll see you right back here where I will share with you the 3 keys to making awesome decisions. We'll see you right back. Okay, welcome back. So what you're looking at on the screen right now is a spreadsheet. It's a little spreadsheet that I use for making decisions. Now you can do this by writing things out on a piece of paper and rating them, but here's the 3 keys that really make a big difference in good decisions and making good decisions. The first key is to write out your criteria for the decision. So let's say you're trying to decide on a job or a career. And so what are the most important things for you in that job or career? Maybe you want to have time freedom. You want some flexible hours. Maybe you want it to be fun and rewarding. I mean, be a fun place to work, and they pay you well and they have other rewards of being there. Maybe you want to work with some like-minded people. Perhaps you want a 6-figure income potential. Maybe you want this work to be meaningful and it's something that you care about and that it adds value to other people. Maybe it allows you some creative freedom. So all these things I'm listing would be the things that would be the criteria for a job a person might want. Now your criteria might be different than this, but the whole point is to think of 10 things that are the most important things to you relating to the decision you're making. In this case, a job or career. Time freedom, important to this person, this example. Fun and rewarding, work with like-minded people, down to creative freedom. Then maybe you want it to be located close to where you live. Maybe you want a position in that company or with that job that utilizes your very best talents. And maybe you want opportunity for growth in areas that interest you. And maybe you want an environment that's the culture where you know you'll feel valued and respected and appreciated. So what I do is I rate any job I'm looking at. So say I'm looking at changing careers or changing to a different employer. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to talk to people who work there, and I'm going to find out what the culture is like. I'm going to find out if there's time freedom, if it's fun and rewarding, or I'll look up online reviews of employees that have rated their company. Is it meaningful type of work? You know, you can tell by what type of place job it is and what it offers. Where's it located? So I could literally, in most cases, rate almost all 10 of these things with a pretty fair degree of accuracy. So I'd want to rate, the second thing is you want to rate each thing. So first, you define what's the criteria for the thing you want. And just to make you jump real quick to understand how this works for anything, say you're wanting to buy a car. You want to list the 10 things that are most important to you in that car. Maybe safety is really important. Maybe performance really important. Maybe luxury really important. Maybe reliability. Maybe low cost of ownership. You'd want to list 10 things that are the most important things for you. Okay, once we do step number 1, list all the criteria, then we want to do step number 2. We want to score it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how well does this job, how well does this car, how well does this thing you're making a decision about meet your criteria? And give your criteria a maximum score of 10. So if it was 10 out of 10, it meets it fully. Okay? So in this job example again, say you're evaluating a job And as far as you can tell, for time freedom, it's pretty flexible. It meets 10 out of 10. You'd give it a score of 10. What if it was fun and rewarding? From what you can tell from people you've talked to or people online who review it, you think it's a fun place to work. Maybe you give it an 8, a 9, or a 10. And you go down and you rate each one of your criteria towards this thing you're making a decision about to the best of your ability. Now, nothing's perfect, right? This is just a guideline to help you get close. So then you go ahead and rate all those things, and you'll have a score at the bottom. And so whatever that score is at the bottom, if it's above an 80 out of 100, then you know that going with that is going to be a really good decision because you've got about 80% of the things you really wanted out of it. Now, if it's below a 70, I like to say it's a no, because I want at least to have 70% of the things I really want. And so that's how I use this tool to make better decisions. So the first thing, define your criteria for the thing you're deciding about. The second thing, rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. And the third thing is wherever it falls on that scale, decide whether it's a go or no go. Your decision has just been made. And it's probably a lot better decision than if you didn't weigh out these things at all. The real key is to get clear about what you really want in this thing you're deciding about. Make sure that you write down decision criteria that are truly important to you, and then rate each one of those things, those criteria, toward the decision you're making. And if you can get an 80 or above, you have just made an awesome decision. I hope this has been helpful. If you like my videos, do me a favor, please like my video here, share it with others, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, because I have a goal, and that is to help as many people as I can in my lifetime to improve their lives any way I can. And you can help me to help other people by sharing this information. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Now go out and make some really good decisions today. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.